There appears to be a general sense of compliance to these measures given by the government so far in order to flatten the curve of the COVID-19 spread. In the president's address last evening, he issued a stern warning that if Kenyans don't strictly adhere to the given directives, more stringent measures will be taken. So let's link up with our reporter, Emmanuel, as I had hinted earlier on, just to get a sense of reactions by Kenyans to the directives so far given by the government, particularly the dusk to dawn curfew. Now, Emmanuel, a very good morning to you. Well, we've seen what social distancing has done and the response by Kenyans. Not everyone is adhering to this new normal way of life. So what exactly are Kenyans saying with this new directive by the government from dusk to dawn? Do they think it's effective?
Well, thank you very much, Jesse. We are coming to you from the capital city just to get a feel of what Kenyans are saying concerning the curfew, the 10-hour curfew that is supposed to begin from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning, starting this Friday, where the president had directed that only essential services, such as the medical professionals, are having to provide their services, the media practitioners as well, the wholesalers, the retailers serving food and all that. All those are the only services that have been accepted to be working beyond that time. And just to get a feel of what Kenyans are saying, I'm joined by a few of them here. So kindly, this is KTN News. What is your opinion on what the president had directed concerning the curfew?
Okay, my name is Ben Liai, Secretary General, Landlords and Tenants Association of Kenya. I stand here to support the president for actually the curfew that was announced yesterday because of two reasons. One, Kenyans were expecting for a lockdown, total lockdown. But then the president came in with a curfew of between 7 p.m. to 5 a.m., which I think is very important because, one, it makes people realize that this is not life as usual. You know, like now, having to make sure that at least by, let me say by 5, you start moving to the house and you don't move out of the house, then you realize that there is a problem. So this will enable people to make sure that at least now they take care of the social distancing and making sure that at least they protect themselves in terms of hygiene. Number two, again, a lockdown could definitely have really locked down the country in a way that you see 80% of Kenyans, they depend on hand to mouth. So this means at least one can rush to town or wherever his hustle is, do or make something out of that. And again, at the end of the day, at least this person will not sleep hungry. So I believe I want to support the president for the few hours that is given Kenyans, fellow Kenyans, at least to go out there and actually get unga on the table. So basically, it's a good thing. And we are also looking forward for the president to even come out again and also check out on the landlord and the tenant in terms of how we can actually moderate both of them so that we don't push them, because so many guys, especially that we have 17 million tenants, and you see most of them, their salary has been cut off. So we expect also the president to come out and give us a solution on how we are going to pay the rent for this particular month of, March, and of course even April.
Thank you, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Well, Jesse, we could have taken more views, but I'm told that we have to go back. You know, this is the situation in the city. People are supporting it. Others are saying, no, we shouldn't have the curfew. But in the wake of the coronavirus, of course, you already have 28 cases, one person recovering from it. And we expect that this thing will get better with time. Back to you, Jesse.
The Central Business District. Just getting views of Kenyans in terms of the curfew that has been imposed by the government from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning. A whole 10 hours for Kenyans to stay at home, except those who are offering essential services. And at least we just took a look at it earlier on. But in a spirit to just take a look at what Kenyans are saying in terms of this particular curfew that has been imposed, we asked earlier on